So if you have any question about it, we are getting towards the end of the things, and so I just want to know if you understood so far. Yes, no, please give me your feedback. I give it 20-second break again. We got last 15 minutes to cover and wrap up the things. Okay, coming back to the major assignments, because that's where I see, I was reading when I was studying, and I laughed about it when I see so many websites offering services to do your assignment on a paid basis. What a joke to learning about it. It's totally like, it's a shameful that you are giving somebody money to do your assignment. Means you're totally, what's going to happen in your actual job? When they give you assignments, you're going to pay someone to do your work. Doesn't make sense. So what's the assignment? From student point of view, it's only 15 to 30% of your marks. From normal people think, oh, it's very important assignment, I need to do it because it's got 30% marks attached to it. But basically, that's the enjoyment time where you're going to apply your learning, and that will give you clear answer that you learned or not learned. Okay? And from the teacher point of view, they want to know that, are you committed to your subject or job? Can you communicate if you're not, if you have a trouble? Can you ask questions? Can you show what you learned? And also, can you collaborate with the others for learning? You can't learn alone. It's not a history. Nowadays, everything's practical. They want to know, can you work independently without giving any reminder? Are you an organized person? Can you ask questions if you have trouble? And if you have a group work, can you work, good a team player or not? These are things, remember, we've covered in a start. That's what employer look for when they're employing someone. If you get those skills through these assignments, means you're ready for the job. Okay. And practical steps for the major assignment, which is same, be ahead of the game. It's a summary. Get the assignments ASAP, which is, shows a commitment. Have a can-do approach. Always, whenever we give assignment to the students, they ask the hardest question about the last part of the assignment. And I always, did you finish first two parts? Nope, I didn't start them yet. I say, when you do those parts, finish them, show me them, and then I give you feedback. And believe me, when they do those two parts, the third part, they can do it. Because they were all built upon each other. Also, there was another lecture they didn't get yet. That's like a pessimistic approach. Always look for what you can't do. If you start doing it, it's like you've been given to jump to the three-step ladder, or three-step or whatever, and you just keep on talking about third level. Why don't you build up first two levels? The third will be already built up upon those. So if you do the easy part first, then you will know what you don't know, and then you can focus on that. Always remember 80-20 rule, mean 80% of the assignment should be finished in 20% time, and that 20% time, the 20% of the assignment will take your 80% work. So always start quickly to know what you don't know so you can work on it, rather than just work on what you don't know and never start the other part. And whatever you do, try to get feedback with the humbleness. Don't say, I finished this, and don't say, I don't know this part, and tell me about the solution. No, just say, look, sir, whatever you call teacher, say, look, Mr. This and this, I've done this, and I just want to know I'm on the right track before I finish the rest. So don't say it's wrong or right. They want this give you a smile, say we'll mark it when we get it. But say, I just want to say I'm on the right track. This is very, very important. You can't ask them, because this is marking without penalty. Asking a feedback is marking without penalty. Only guys who start their assignments early will get that benefit. because on the last day you can't ask this. Say you should have come earlier. All right. And your last day say I need extension. You can't ask earlier. Keep going and talk about your peers, tutor, lecturer, past students, about your assignments. Say, look, complete it. When I say complete, it doesn't mean it's ready to submit. Mean as much you can. Like you're going to, it's like a draft, complete draft. Just complete it at least 1 week before submission. Some people say, how it's not possible? I say, if you do the formula I gave it to you, then it's possible. Do as much you can do. Then say, look, I completed it, and show other, and say, give us a feedback. Is it complete? Did I miss anything? Just I want to know. They will say, look, they won't tell you what you really miss. Say, look around the this section, look again. So you get a clue, okay, I need to do, and then you talk to other peers, and also help others in completing assignment. Not give them the solution, just understanding the concept. Give the same feedback like you're getting from your tutors. So this way, you're repeating your knowledge. You know, when you teach someone, it's guaranteed that you'll have that knowledge. And this will give you much more confidence because you are doing the revision so many times. If you finish your assignment 1 week before, you have a time to repeat your concept with others, and that will help your final exam. More you talk about it, more you will understand it better. And it's a practical thing. I get feedback from many students. On the lastly, final exam, I'm not a big fan of the final exam because it's a big burden, and nowadays more and more things are practical. So if you practically can do something and show your assessment and thing, and also it's from student point of view, it's a big thing because it decides sometime pass and fail. I don't use this, mean you're not competent enough to go forward. And from the unit in charge point of view, they want to know how much you retain and how much you borrowed from the others. So that will decide. And the main thing is, if it's a technical subject, that's the time in 2 hours you need to show that whatever you learned, you can apply independently because nobody there to help you, and you got 2 or 3 hours to show your thing. Final exam is a big thing. And from practical steps, again, we assume that you followed our study approach, what we explained. So your revision should be very easy. Don't try to learn something new. I have seen they start a new chapter before the exam. No point learning about it because you never practiced, you never did assignment, you never did a group work on it. If you missed it, you missed it. And rest of the thing what you studied before, just read them like a novel. I mean, just go through them and try to teach someone, maybe in a group study or interact with someone. And before the exam, don't study hard on that night. Please have a good sleep. Very important, have a long sleep because your brain will be fresh and your information will be well structured. Get your emotion right. It's a very important. It's a joyful day. You're going to show off what you learned. Because if you follow our technique, you won't have any stress at all. So when you go there, don't talk to anybody about what you learned. They're going to, did you study this chapter and that chapter? It will distract you. It will make you panic. If you say, look, everything good, I'm cool. And don't go very early to the exam. Normally I say everywhere you go early, but here just go. Don't interact with many students because they're going to talk about subject and you get a little bit distraction. Be total calm is very important, and you should have best tools like a good pen, all those tools with the time and stopwatch and all kind of thing. So the whole idea to keep yourself calm, you organize, feel excited that this will give you positive emotions or happy feeling, happy chemicals. Time management is very important. You get time management by doing 2 things. Put your head down, fully focus. You think you are the only person there. You get too many distractions when another asks question. Your exam guy asking something, announcing something. You should listen that, but don't go get involved what's happening around you. Just focus on your thing. Start with this soft to hard approach, same like assessment. Start with a question you already know. This will give you confidence because it's about 60 to 40 rules. You spend the 60% time on the 40% things which are harder. but you spend 40% time on a 60% questions. So you get, okay, I'm pass anyway because I done 60%. So that after that you feel relaxed. And when you're relaxed, your brain start to work. The hard question don't remain hard anymore because your brain start to get the flow. So I have seen that the question I skip, when I come back, I knew the answer because all the memory and other things start to work properly. And when you finish the exam, after that, don't talk about it. It's done, dusted, it's a past. When you go out, don't ask others, did you do this question? What is the answer of that? That's done, gone. Don't worry about it. If anything you're interested, go home and study about it. Say, look, I did this. I want to clear it. I want a clarity. I got something new in the exam. I want to know more about it. So that is okay. But don't stress about it. It was a playtime. It's like when you play a game and you don't score well, you don't keep repenting on it or just keep thinking about it. You say next time there'll be another day to do another thing. So these are the practical things about the exam and assignments. If you have any question, you can put it forward.